All right, howdy. Welcome back to WindleyMania, the greatest podcast you never heard of, brought to you by the greatest band you have never heard of, the band Windley. I'm in that band, the best in the world, Andrew Ryder, and with me as always, man's best friend, Devin Hopkins, also in Windley Bass Master General.
Bass Master General. You can't say always. I missed 2 episodes fairly recently.
Well, you know.
But I'm always here in spirit.
You're always here. You're always here in stench because you leave a stench in here. Because when you sit down, you seep.
I tend to seep.
You seep.
Yeah, got all the best doctors working on it.
Okay, honest, like this isn't a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. But I noticed that out of the majority of dudes I know, you sweat. Like, you don't, like, look like you're, like, sweating, like, on your face or whatever. But, like, if you wear a white T-shirt, man, like, you are the worst, like...
yeah, it's pretty bad.
The sweat, like, with the sweat stains.
I cannot, like,
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just... No, that's just an observation. Like, wow, Devin's pits are really wet.
Yeah, they're very wet. Like, I've ruined any shirt that's not black, I've ruined. Yeah. Because, like,
Throw on some trunks and go on take a dip in the pits of Devin. Yeah.
I have to wear black shirts at shows because if not, then there's going to be pits.
You don't look cool, man.
It's going to be a pit party.
If you don't wear a black shirt at a cool, like while you're playing music, you don't look cool.
Yeah, it
man.
means you're not a rocker, dude.
Yeah,
it means you're not rock and roll. But no, I've ruined too many of like shirts that are not black. Yeah. Because like the pits will become black because the aluminum in the deodorant that I have to use. Like I've tried to use
aluminum and deodorant. I think you've talked about
this
before,
deodorant has aluminum in it. Like,
oh, that's weird, right?
Yeah,
they should probably. Is that good or bad? I mean, I'm not like.
Well,
I'm not really having a reaction to. I have like bad reactions to like certain soaps or shampoos. Like I used a different bar of soap the other day, and my body was red. Like it was really bad. I was like,
they put weird chemicals in like hygiene products.
Yeah, everything's got some really chemicals in it.
And it's like, why the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Why is there aluminum in deodorant? I've tried to use like, once I heard about that, I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. So I tried to use like some other stuff. Doesn't work. Like it doesn't work at all.
Like what? Like spray or like
some
natural?
Other like some like natural deodorants or something. It's like I want to try this just because apparently this is better for you.
Well, do you remember our one friend who like he read about like if you don't use deodorant in a while, like you go back to your like normal smelling thing. Like
yes. Apparently that is a thing. And
I don't know about that.
Well, it's like because you're supposed like those deodorants and antiperspirants, they're like stopping your body from doing what it's supposed to do. So like I guess that's what he probably read, and he probably read as like, I'm not going to wear deodorant.
And he didn't wear deodorant, and he was like,
he never smelled bad because I know who you're talking about, and I remember when he did.
You're right, he never smelled bad, but
there was someone else in that establishment that did.
Yeah, and I don't think maybe he didn't wear deodorant either, but like. I don't know. That doesn't. I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, I feel like there needs to be more like testing or samples.
Yeah,
especially on animals. No, I'm just kidding. But
what was the Family Guy bit? Well, there you have it. The lipstick isn't bulletproof. They put it on a rabbit. He just shot it point blank.
But I feel like if you're just not going to wear soap or deodorant, but you still do like strenuous activities, you're going to stink.
You're going to smell like shit.
I mean, and then you don't put it on even after maybe you, I guess at that point you're just going to go full into the gimmick and you're just going to like bathe in like the river or lake with just no soap, just like kind of like water yourself down. Because we've, for some reason, I'm like, kind of like associating like the stinky people with like some of like certain punk bands we played with, who were really into like the crust culture or whatever, and I don't know if like that was like a part of their philosophy of like you don't want to use the only deodorant you want to use is the one you could like steal from the store or like whatever. But they would smell fucking terrible.
Well, it is called crust.
I guess that too.
You can't be crust punk unless you have a layer of crust on your skin.
I don't know anything about like lifestyles or gimmicks. The only thing I know about is easy living.
Yeah,
and I know in easy living you gotta wash. You gotta wash, man. You gotta take it easy on the stink.
Especially if you're gonna be in public with a bunch of other people. You should probably wash.
Well, I mean, unless you really, really don't care.
If you don't care, then you don't care. But it seems like
I don't care. Okay, here's the thing. I don't care that like. It's more of like, if someone is like, I don't want to stink, or I mean, I do want to stink. I don't want to use this stuff. I want to go, but like, I don't care what other people think about me. I'm not concerned about him not caring that he's making other people smell him. I'm concerned about that one person who's like, what are you doing? You're nasty, brother.
Yeah, you're nasty. You got a layer of grime.
But I don't know. Maybe it's just, it is what it is. Do what you want. That is also part of easy living. Gonna just do what you want.
Live and let live.
That's technically part of it. Just not wearing deodorant or whatever is, doing what you want. So.
Live and let live, as long as no one's hurting anybody. But like, if I gotta smell you, I'm gonna be really irritated for like 5 seconds. That's all there is to it. If I smell you and you smell bad, I'm gonna be like, ew, and then I'm gonna probably just get far away.
Sometimes I know that this is also a thing for you. You have the stinkiest balls.
I've been told that my balls don't smell good by mostly Garrett.
Yeah, I guess
I don't know. He's probably smelled a lot of balls, and that because he's been on the sports teams. Yeah, he's been in locker rooms, so maybe I should take that to heart.
I don't get down there and smell your balls, but I know Garrett likes to. That's where he likes to take his naps in your crotch.
He tests them. Like he tests every time. Like I'm around him, he's like, let me smell him, and he like gets in there and he'll give me a number grade, but he hasn't decided, like, he hasn't told me what those numbers mean. So he'll just smell it and then he'll be like 8. And then I'm like, what does that mean? And then he'll just be like, so how was your day? And he'll just like, just carry on.
Like,
he doesn't like have any inflection. It's the same inflection with any number. So it doesn't give anything away. 1, 8, could be anything.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think I've smelled you, but I don't think I've ever gotten like mad at it because like I feel like in those situations I was also probably stinky.
We get stinky at shows.
Yeah.
Especially if we're all in the same vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, we've never done like a huge long run.
Right.
Like we've done like a week and a half, I guess at the most. So like, I mean, we're going to smell pretty rank.
Yeah. Smelling good, smelling bad.
Smelling good, smelling bad.
Connor
showers the most when we're like on tours.
Yeah, he likes to shower like a lot.
He stays clean. He stays the cleanest out of.
He's the cleanest boy.
He's the cleanest boy out of the Windley boys.
Yeah, I could take a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
If it's day 2 and I'm like, well, I'm gonna be home at some point in like a few hours, and it's like whatever. I'll eat another stink day. But, after a while, I don't like to smell myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, geez. Because I can only imagine, like, that's like, I do care that if people were to smell me.
Yeah,
like, and not because of, like, ew, something smell bad. It's like, no, this is fucking, like, this is really bad right now.
I was going to say the same thing. Like, I've been self-conscious on, like, if I was at, like, a place that smelled bad, and like I've had to go somewhere else immediately after. It's like, oh God, this is on my clothes. Everyone knows that I stink. This is the impression that everyone has of me now, is that I smell bad. And then I grew up like everyone in my house smoked cigarettes constantly. And it gets on your clothes.
Even the dogs.
The dogs smoked. The dogs chain smoked. Oh yeah, and we had dogs. So like my house was probably stinky and I didn't know it. And I was just like out on the town smelling like ass.
It didn't really bother me like going over there as a kid. I would just like, this is Devin's house. It doesn't really, it wasn't like
because you get nose blind to it when you're there every day.
Yeah, it's just like Devin's house. But aside from that, how you doing?
Pretty good. I don't smell bad today, I don't think.
No, I smell probably a little bad. I was doing some jumping jacks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How many?
I did like,
Oh, I don't know. I lost count.
Yeah, I lost count. I
Did so many.
I wasn't doing jumping jacks, but I took a nap and sweated a little bit in my nap. I'm a sweaty sleeper.
Did you have some dreams?
Man, if I could only remember what dream I had last night, it was a little nuts, but alas, I cannot.
I've had some weird ones too lately.
Yeah.
Nothing that's like worth talking about, but they're just weird.
Yeah. I've probably talked about this before, but I have very, very violent dreams.
Yes.
Where either I'm doing things to other people or things are being done to me, and it's very graphic and gory and just awful. And now in the waking world, I don't have any thoughts of committing violence on people.
Again, easy living.
Easy living. But sometime when I hit the fucking sack, and
then go to bed.
Yes. When I go to sleep and I enter the dream world, it's not really a nightmare. Like
Thunderdome.
I'm just so used to it now that 3-4 times a week I'm having a fucking crazy ass I guess Tarantino type, snuff film shit dream. So I don't know why. So I don't know if that's good or bad either.
Yeah, I mean, people analyze dreams.
Yeah, is there a dream analyst out there? Can let me know.
Is there a dream analyst podcast? You might want to talk to Andrew. That might be a good podcast.
Yeah, a little collab.
Yeah,
they could. I could go on there and talk about my violent dreams. They could tell me if I'm fucked up or not, and they can come over here and talk about fucking Smurfs or something.
I had a dream that our dog gave birth to another dog, and our dog is a boy.
Oh.
And the dog that he gave birth to was half the size of him.
Yeah,
it was really, really weird.
Yeah,
because they had him in the stirrups or whatever. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Was my dog giving birth?
Sorry, but I had a dream that your grandmother was an imposter.
I think you told me about this.
I had a dream that she was actually the fake one, and there was a real one trapped in the basement or whatever, or closet or whatever. And she was just a super frail old lady, and it was just the opposite of what Nana was. So
this was a lie. I think you told her. I think
I did tell her that. I was like, hey, I had a dream. I think that was when I was probably spending the night at the house. I woke up and told her, I had a dream that you were an imposter. She wasn't a Scooby-Doo villain with a fucking costume on. She was just not it was weird. I didn't have any else. And that's a weird thing too, because I feel like maybe if you have a dream that someone's an imposter, maybe you have some ill feelings towards them, but I never had any ill feelings towards her.
Dreams are weird as shit, because why did I have this thought in my subconscious about this particular person, or why did this person appear differently in this universe? Because that's happened too. It's you're talking to this person, person A.
Yeah.
But person A does not appear to be that person. And I've had that dreams wait a minute, you don't look like this in real life, but I know that I'm talking to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really weird how people take different.
I wish there was a thing that was like an imagination scanner that only that something your mind can process, and then you just throw it up on a screen and be like, this is in my mind right now, or whatever, this shit. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Dreams are weird.
I sometimes when I'm sometimes I'll get super self-aware and be with that whole vivid thought thing. And I have a pattern that I developed when I was a kid that I always do. And it's the same 3 things over and over again. When I get super, I don't know, I probably sound fucking insane right now, but it's it's a true thing. Sometimes you just sit there with nothing going on and you get in your head and your thoughts. And sometimes I'm super self-aware of yo, I can just like think of anything in my mind and look at it, you know? I can just like, you know, watch The Departed in my brain or like look at a picture of Silver Surfer. But I always like, there's like this loop in my pictures when I start to get self-aware, and it's this in order. It's B. Arthur from the Golden Girls. It's Zach Wilde and it's a very specific pictures. It's the one. It's B. Arthur doing this with her knuckles.
That's the one I pictured.
It's Zach Wilde, but you're looking up at him like this.
Yeah.
And then the third one is the Fazoli's logo.
That's what happens.
And it's on a white background too.
When you become self-aware, that's what you see.
I just see that, and I've been doing that since I was like literally like, I don't know, 6 years old.
Does it like ground you or anything?
No, it's just something. It doesn't freak me out or anything. It's just like a thing. It's like, oh yeah, my brain's. And I go, B. Arthur, Zach Wilde, Fazoli's. B. Arthur, Zach Wilde, Fazoli's. It's so weird. It is so weird. But yeah, you know, the mind.
The mind is weird.
The mind is very strange. Apparently, you don't even use that much of it, right?
Yeah, right.
Or is it your brain at least? Something like that?
Yeah, it's like 10% of your brain or something.
Yeah.
2%.
Yeah.
The top 1%
That's pretty
of
good.
your brain.
So, when this comes out, that's kind of weird that I'm fucking just making noises and shit. What was that noise?
That was Nasra.
Oh, Nasser, the whole band's practicing right now?
Yeah,
'Cause I can hear Chad.
I heard yelling.
So it must be the whole band.
It must have been the vocalist vocalizing.
Where God damn it, dude. Sarah is a what would you describe them as?
They're a death metal band.
Death metal?
They're a fucking death metal band. They're sick. They're so good.
Yeah, so they practice down there. Of course, Chad has been on here a few times.
We need to have them on.
Oh, sure, absolutely.
They're always out here.
I'll have to work that out at some point. Talked to them a few times, but they played. Was that their first show at the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're playing again. I'm going to go ahead and get this, not the whole thing, but I'll mention this. June 8th at Arcadia Studios, Narcera, Visions of Brutality, Tombstoner, Mall, and Frank the Frog.
Yeah, Frank the Frog got added.
At Arcadia Studios, June 8th. And you can find more shows at Myrtle Beach Shows on Instagram and other places.
That was the smoothest segue we've ever had into that.
But
great job out of Nasra for practicing.
Yeah, well, they're a death metal band, so they're a little louder.
Yeah.
So maybe they knew we were doing this right now. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem with, because you can barely probably hear it. You've told me that you can't hear things, but they're a fun band.
They're cool.
I think people should check them out. They should have an album coming out.
Yeah,
right?
They're recording like.
Aren't they recording at Arcadia?
Yeah, they were recording at Arcadia Studios.
Oh,
so I don't know how far along they are, but Chad was telling me that he's got drum tracks to put down, and then I guess that would mean they're pretty close. But I don't know.
So close.
So close.
They're so close.
Yeah.
They're so close.
They're doing like a whole album. They're skipping the EP thing. They're just doing a full length.
Not even doing it. They put out like a demo single, right?
They put out a demo. I think their demo. There's a demo.
That kind of counts, you know. And then they got 12, 13 songs.
I think it might be 9 or 10, but still, it may as well be 12 or 13 because they're long songs.
Yeah.
So
that's cool.
There's Jason. He's rocking.
Yeah. Just shredding. Hi, what's up? What did you say? I'm sure he'd actually find this funny. He's a nurse, right?
Yeah. He works at the hospital. It's like, so yeah, like his bedside manner. If he has to tell someone that like they're gonna die, yeah, you're gonna die, and it's gonna be really painful. And so anyway.
That's
his guitar.
If I ever get deathly ill and I want Jason to be my nurse and tell me that I'm on the way out.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. It's going to hurt a lot when you die and you meet God or the devil. It's going to hurt. He's got a cigarette and his guitar. And all the Mesa stacks.
All those
the Mesa stacks are in the ICU room where you will pass away.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna play you. He's gonna play you out.
Yeah, what a good guy. But fun band.
He's just like, he's real soft-spoken. So that's why I gave him that voice for that reason. He's very soft-spoken, and then he shreds.
Yeah.
So I imagine, he's probably really pleasant to be like your nurse. Like, you're not having a good time.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, do you need anything? Yeah, just another blanket. Yeah, I got you.
More milk?
Do you want me to get in? Want me to get into bed with you?
But at Myrtle Beach shows and at, what are the, Narcera? Look them up.
I don't have the internet.
Yeah, we'll go get them on at some point. But
look them up. How's it spelled? NAWCERA.
Yeah. So when this comes out, we will have returned from a weekend with Penalty Box.
Yes.
Fallscape had the drop.
Yes, they had an
emergency?
issue. They had an emergency in the band, and we wish them all the good things. If you want to go check them out, please do. I'm sure they'll be back at whatever they got to do. They'll be back at it pretty soon, hopefully.
We've talked about Fallscape a few times, but I'm a little sad they're not playing. They wouldn't have played Friday.
Oh yeah, because they always, because like at home, because they're from I don't know, I think they're from they're either from Chesapeake or they're from Virginia Beach, which is like 20-30 minute difference, but they do like the cover gig thing in their hometown to make money.
Yeah.
So they'll throw covers in their sets, and one of the covers they do is Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. And when we played with them in Charleston pretty recently, I told them at that show, I was like, you guys got to play that in Myrtle. So, because I know that people would have went nuts for that. So,
but they have a wide array of covers, right?
Yeah,
they did Break Stuff, and they did a Fall Out Boy song.
Yeah, he picked like the two very difficult songs to cover vocally.
Yeah.
I guess in general too. Like those songs aren't easy.
Did they do Taking Back Sunday?
Yeah, he did Taking Back Sunday, and when we saw them, they did Taking Back Sunday, Beastie Boys, and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah,
and I mean, that's not easy to do, and they fucking nailed it.
Yeah,
they were great.
They're really so fun good. Band. It's kind of hopefully we'll do something with them.
Yeah, we'll definitely have them back. But, we'll have them back down when everyone's healed up.
But Penalty Box
are the loves of our lives.
Yeah. So, but hopefully that weekend was good. But we're not there yet. Right now, during the recording of this, we aren't there yet. But by the time you had heard this, we have already completed it. Either it went terrible or very good. Who knows?
It's great.
There's another thing that could or could not have happened. And Devin, you're going to be deciding whether it's all for you, pal. This is going to be a treat for you.
For me?
Yeah. So
I don't wait, hold on. What's going on?
So by the time people will hear this, you will have either really enjoyed yourself over this weekend, or you would have, it really depends. It's all up to you.
Is there a chance I'm going to have a bad time?
Not a bad time, but like this is going to enhance your time.
This is an enhancement,
a
weekend enhancement.
It all depends on your desire and your wits and your knowledge.
Okay.
Because we will be playing Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic?
Yay! Yay!
In the style of the late great Regis Philbin, his Who Wants to Be? He didn't invent the show, but Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Millionaire. And Regis.
Is that your final answer?
And Regis Philbin, of course,
he's dead as shit.
He's dead as shit, but he was famously a huge Notre Dame fan. So he was practically family when it came to
when it came to you.
when it came to
your people.
I remember like there was a lot of like Regis Philbin and then Notre Dame things growing up. I remember just like both of them being brought up at the same point. It's like Regis Philbin did this with Notre Dame, and it was just like, all right, he sure did. He was a big fan of the sports team, so he was. We considered him family in my house. So in his.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a tough break to old Uncle Reed when he
they picked the wrong game show host, didn't they?
They did again. I really don't want to get into that. I want to try to celebrate Regis, and I want to celebrate you, Devin. You're going to play Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic, because for each question you get right, you will receive one Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA, the tall boy can.
Oh my God.
And I will treat you to this over the weekend. You can possibly receive 10 of those bad boys.
The tall boys?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take them.
So, and I know you like those a lot. They're a little more expensive than Rockies.
Yeah.
So I'm
They're a treat. They're like
you have to earn it.
Okay.
That's the thing on Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic? Of course.
All right.
So, and so we're doing this a little differently from the original show. I'm going to give you one lifeline. I'm going to give you the 50-50 lifeline because we don't have any phone service.
Yeah.
And we do not have an audience.
Yeah. So you'll just take away 2 of the answers.
Right. So, also, like, there's only 10, not 15. I don't think I'm going to do time limit just because, you're a smart guy.
I've been told I'm pretty smart.
So, who wants to be an alcoholic?
I'm excited.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, also, I guess we're not doing remember the show they would do they would do the one question between all the people to see who got to be on the game.
Oh yeah, I'm the only one here.
Yeah, you're the only one here, so you kind of have to.
Okay.
All right. For one Voodoo Ranger, what are they called again? Juice Force IPA. Which Blink-182 album was Jerry Finn not a producer on? A, Enema of the State. B, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. C, Untitled. Or D, Neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods.
And is that your final answer?
Jacket. I know he did Enema. I'm pretty sure he did Jacket and Enema, but I'm also pretty sure he died. So I don't think he did Neighborhood. So yes.
That is your final answer?
That's my final
answer. You have won one Voodoo Ranger.
Yes.
He died.
Yeah.
He died, I think, maybe while they were making Neighborhoods. When did Neighborhoods come out exactly?
2011. I think.
He died in like 2008 or 9.
Yeah. I think he died while they were split up, and it was around the same time as the plane crash or whatever that Travis Barker got in. So a lot of bad shit happened to them.
Yeah.
So
Jerry Finn, of course, was a world-renowned punk rock, mostly rock.
Yeah.
Worked on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Marvelous 3, Ready, Sex, Go.
Right.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Talked about that.
That's a good one.
He worked on that. He worked on a bunch of stuff. And his famous guitar tone building that he would do for these people. And of course, he did not work on Neighborhoods, but I know that's my favorite Blink-182 album.
My favorite as well.
Because I don't really have any nostalgia for the rest of their albums.
I have plenty of
nostalgia.
nostalgia.
You do, but it's interesting because that's your favorite album as well.
Yeah. I think it was just because we've talked about this before too. I think it was when it came out was a really important factor for that. Because we were in middle school, and for me that was oh shit, Blink-182 is back together, and they put out a new album, and that was it. And I was holy shit, I'm alive while Blink-182 is putting out new music. And
I just think it's the best songs.
Listening back to everything, I think they're the best songs.
And I just never listened to them a lot when I was a kid. I mean, the first time I listened to Enema of the State front to back was last year
when we did the cover show.
Yeah, and I had to learn all the songs. So for 2 Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPAs, Devin. In the hit song Sandpaper by Fozzy, this vocalist is featured alongside Chris Jericho. Is it A, Billy Joel, B, Billy Joe Armstrong, C, M Shadows, D. Billy Corgan.
That would be M Shadows, and that is my final answer.
Final answer. You are correct. You have 2. You've been awarded 2 so far.
Already drunk.
Yeah. Well, you're not drinking them yet.
Well, no, that's
but
2
I'll
of those
purchase
tall
these
boys.
whenever you want. So over the weekend, it expires by the time the show is over Sunday.
Okay.
So, and if you can't tell, a lot of these questions are geared towards Devin. This is like a Devin themed Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic? Because I know your favorite band is Fozzy.
Oh yeah, I love Fozzy. I love everything about Fozzy.
M Shadows.
I love M
from
Shadows.
Avenged Sevenfold. Can you do a quick sandpaper real quick?
Cat scratch, a whiplash, a witch hunting black sandpaper. That's all I got.
For 3, Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPAs. When Conan's late night crew transitioned to The Tonight Show, the Max Weinberg 7 changed their name to this. A. Max Weinberg and the Tonight Show Band. B. Max Weinberg and the Tonight Show Orchestra. C. Max Weinberg and the I Told Ya So's. Or D. Weinberg right ahead.
Max Weinberg and the Tonight Show Band.
Your final answer?
My final answer.
That is correct. You have been awarded 3 of these Juice Forces. Did you like the Max Weinberg and I Told You So's?
What did we came up with the name when we were in jazz band?
Oh, Deep Throat.
It was Deep Throat?
Deep Throat was one of them. I forgot what the other one was because there was another one when we had
Charlie D and the Big Stew Boys.
that was the latter. That was when Connor left and we had the
a different drummer.
Yeah.
This is like how Tonight Show Band changed.
Yeah, but when it was me, you, and Connor, and I think you remember Matthew when he played piano.
Yeah.
We were that was Deep Throat.
That was Deep Throat.
And then Charlie D and the Big Stewed Boys. Yeah, that was the other one. And I wish more people when we played knew that. But I wish we had like banners.
He should have introduced. Yeah, he should have introduced us as like the featured, backing band to the horns or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I liked Weinberg right ahead though.
Weinberg right ahead.
For 4 Juice Force IPAs. Where was Weird Al's first song "My Bologna" recorded? Or how do you Weird Al fans pronounce it?
That was My Bologna.
My Bologna. That's
because
right.
it's My Sharona.
Right. Where was it recorded? A. An office. B. An abandoned movie theater. C. A college bathroom. D. His bedroom closet.
That would be the bathroom. The college bathroom.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
You have been awarded 4 so far. You're on a roll, Devin. No lifelines used, although you only have 1. So, a college bathroom. And then would play, what was the show that?
Dr. Demento.
Dr. Demento, yeah.
And then it was Dr. Demento, like the radio show, and then he ended up like on a TV show or something.
Very good.
Did you watch the Weird movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
It's pretty good. It's ridiculous.
Isn't it just like a parody, essentially, of like?
It is a parody of every biopic.
Okay.
Because like it shows him like getting drunk.
Yeah.
He never drinks. And just like all kinds of crazy shit.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5 Juice Forces. In the animated show Squidbillies, Earl Kyler's favorite hat says this: A. Squid Power, B. Booty Hunter, C. Dan Halen, D. Give It a Tug.
Booty Hunter. Though I will throw this in as a bonus. When I was at GalaxyCon in Raleigh, I watched Unknown Henson at the Squidbillies panel. Mm-hmm. And someone asked him that question. What is your favorite hat? And his answer is not on that list. Yeah. Would you like to know what his favorite hat was?
What was his favorite hat?
His favorite hat was Free Hat Limit 1.
That's pretty good. But is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Booty. Yeah, Booty Hunter. I kind of worded it because I had that same thought and I was like, what is there an episode where he goes like, this is my favorite hat?
You had me. You kind of had me for a second, but that's like the most.
That's like that's deep knowledge. See?
Yeah.
See, this is why it's the Devin Hopkins.
I've still got my Booty Hunter hat.
Yeah.
I used to wear it in the Mellow Mushroom.
All right. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for 6 Juice Forces, Devin. Which of these bands did not form in Hermosa Beach, California? Was it A, Circle Jerks, B, 98 Mute, C, Pennywise, or D, Jawbreaker?
Ooh, okay.
Starting to get a little tough, huh?
Jawbreaker.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You have been awarded 6 Juice Forces IPAs.
They formed, I think, in San Francisco. They came up in that scene because they got like banned from Gilman or something.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh.
Because they got like signed to a major label.
Oh.
Or they signed to a major label, and when you do that, you can't play at Gilman anymore. I read that in Sellout. Highly recommend. I'll let you borrow it.
Yeah, I'll probably read it. I read that they were formed in the East Bay, and then Hermosa Beach is in the South Bay.
Yeah, East Bay is
okay?
East Bay is San Francisco, Oakland, all that shit.
I just know that Knott's Berry Farm is in California, and that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that California is known for.
Yeah. All right, Devin, for 7 of these Juice Force IPAs. The Swedish chef is known for his wacky cooking methods and his phrase A, pock, 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 B, bork, 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 C, chomp, 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 D, la, la, la.
It is bork, bork, bork. And that is my final answer.
That is correct. 7 Juice Force.
You just want me to get plastered this week.
IPAs. No. For 8 Juice Force IPAs, Devin. What is the last sentence uttered in the 2002 Spider-Man film? Is it A, I'm Spider-Man? B, I am Spider-Man? C, Spider-Man? Or D, with great power comes great Spider-Man?
Hold on. Read them again, because I thought you were tricking me. But
A, I'm Spider-Man. B, I am Spider-Man. C, Spider-Man. Or D, with great power comes great Spider-Man.
I believe it is I'm Spider-Man?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You are correct with 8 Juice Forces ready to go. I hope you know that you have to drink these all in one sitting, and they're going to be piping hot.
Okay, that's the way I like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I knew that was your favorite method of juice forcing.
I put them in the microwave, in the can.
Yeah.
My kitchen's a wreck.
All right, Devin. Number 9 Juice Forces can be yours. If you can name which of the following was not a side project of Doug Pinnick? A, Pound Hound, B, KXM, C, The Jelly Jam, D, Grinder Blues.
Jelly Jam, because that was Ty Tabor.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That's correct. The Jelly Jam, of course, the side project of King's X bandmate Ty Tabor.
For a second, I thought it was a trick question because I was like, oh shit, maybe he did work with them. But
maybe he did, but that wasn't like his main.
Yeah, it wasn't his main
That was a Ty Tabor
gig.
thing. All right, Devin, this is the big one. Number 10. You could have 10
piping hot Juice Forces
yeah.
in a row. Tall boys.
All right, Devin. On Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic? Apparently Devin does, because he's the first contestant on Who Wants to Be an Alcoholic to get to this question. For Devin, for 10 Juice Force IPAs. Who were the last 3 people to defeat Chris Jericho in singles action? Is it A, Keith Lee, Ricky Starks, Sammy Guevara, B, Keith Lee, Ricky Starks, Bryan Danielson. C, Ricky Starks, Bryan Danielson, Action Andretti. Or D, Ricky Starks, Action Andretti, and Claudio Castagnoli.
D.
Is that your final answer?
That was my final answer.
You have won. You are an alcoholic, Devin. Who wants to be an alcoholic? Devin Hopkins does. You've gone all the way up the tower to win 10. Gee, he's waving to the crowd. Oh, he's waving to Jason.
Hey, Jason.
You've done it. You've done it, man. Oh, okay. Congratulations. How do you feel? I thought that last one was going to stump you a little bit.
It kind of did, but I was trying to think because he had the Ring of Honor title. Then now Claudio has it.
Yeah.
And Action Andretti beat him, and then I saw Ricky Starks. I saw those
Ricky
last
Starks
two
beat him
matches.
twice.
Yeah, Ricky Starks did beat him twice because he beat him at the pay-per-view and on TV.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute, Keith Lee did not.
No, he
not yet.
Chris Jericho beat Keith Lee.
Yeah.
So how about that? How you feel? You feel good?
Yeah, where's my beer?
Well, I'll give it to you whenever you want one.
Okay.
If we stop at a gas station, how many you want right now? I'll get you them.
Road sodas.
Yeah. So that was fun, right?
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
It was the easiest quiz I've ever taken.
They were all very much
There is it's like you wrote them for me.
Yeah, to your I thought about doing some impossible ones, but I was like, that wouldn't be fair, and I'm a fair man.
Yeah, you're a fair game. Fair game.
Fair game.
I liked it.
Yeah,
feel good. I mean, I'm looking forward to everything.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing the world upside down.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Those are 9.5%.
So you're gonna have 90% of alcohol inside of you.
Yes.
You're gonna be 90% alcohol, 10% fucking raging hog. Yeah.
I don't know how raging my hog's gonna be.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I guess we still got a little bit of time left, but I don't really know what else to talk about.
We can just celebrate my victory.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you could hear Narcera this whole time because they are jamming really hard.
It was a good background soundtrack to make the quiz more intense.
Yeah.
It's like, so Devin, who were the last 3 people to defeat Chris Jericho in singles action?
Yeah. So
made it more intense.
Sure.
Liked it.
Yeah. What's really cool?
I don't know, Andrew. What is really cool?
You know what's fun to do with your friends?
I don't know, Andrew. What is fun to do with your friends?
For music fans and lovers all around the world who like to come to Myrtle Beach for shows.
What?
Yes.
Music fans and lovers alike?
Yes.
Wow. That'd make Big happy, yes.
There's all sorts of shows that go on in Myrtle Beach, but I am going to talk about these because these are in front of me and are promoted by Myrtle Beach Shows at Myrtle Beach Shows on Instagram or wherever else they are on Twitter, Facebook,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
And it's a fun thing, and there's a lot of work put into these shows, and you should come out and have some fun with it. So we got a few right now. I think I need to start getting this updated.
Yeah, I need to make a new one because we'll have a new batch of flyers.
We'll have a new batch with new dates on it.
Hitting the streets pretty soon.
Very good. But May 20th, that would be, I guess, the week this comes out, right?
I believe so.
You wanna check?
Let me check the calendar.
May 20th. That's a Saturday.
That is a Saturday, and it is, in fact, this Saturday.
This Saturday, May 20th, at the Fresh Brewed Coffee House, is Clean Sweep from Darlington, Naom.
Is it Naom? Naom?
And local.
We'll find out. Local
band, local pals, local Ocala. Ocala at the Fresh Brewed. May 20th, this Saturday, $10 at 8 p.m. June 8th at Arcadia Studios, Mall, Tombstoner, Visions of Brutality, and Narcera, which you may or may not have heard for this whole episode. So here's a little taste.
little sneak peek there.
At Arcadia Studios, that's $10 at 6:30 p.m. on June 8th. June 16th, Bedlam Hour, the reunion of Bedlam Hour, Brandy and the Butcher, Heavy for the Vintage, and Circuit, June 16th at Fresh Brewed Coffee House for $10, 7 p.m. June 17th at the Brick House Lounge. I believe the pre-sale tickets are very, very limited at this point.
Yes.
Probably like 20 left, I think.
Yeah. There's not much left, and hopefully we'll be.
Will there be tickets at the door?
There will be tickets at the door
For $20?
It'll still be $20.
$20, but
yeah.
you want to go ahead and be guaranteed just in case.
Yeah, you want to guarantee that you can come see this show.
Yeah. So, but let's see. We're playing that Windley.
We're kicking that bad boy off.
And then Hymns of Blasphemy. Right?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a lineup change?
Yes.
Sorry.
Turn of Forte is no longer playing.
Okay. Well,
And that's just because of it was a interband schedule thing, but the rest of the bands are still playing.
Yeah, so Windley, Hymns of Blasphemy, Graves of Valor, A Knife in the Dark, Your Spirit Dies, No Cure, Extortionist, and then My Children, My Bride, June 17th at the Brick House Lounge. It starts at 5 p.m., where the Windley boys are going to do some sing-songing, and then it's going to be a night of fucking just the opposite of what we do. And it's going to be really
awesome.
Fun. Yeah. So, that's Myrtle Beach shows at Myrtle Beach shows on all the things. It's going to be a Myrtle Beach show of a time.
If you like going to shows in Myrtle Beach, then by God, you'll love Myrtle Beach shows.
Yeah. It's the best place for shows in Myrtle Beach.
It is the top resource for local shows in the city of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Even if you're like, I don't know, maybe you live in North Myrtle Beach.
Sure.
Come on down.
Conway,
Sockasty, Aner,
Forestbrook, Carolina Forest,
maybe even Georgetown,
Prince Creek,
Sacramento, California,
King Street, yeah,
Charleston, Wilmington, Beaufort and Beaufort.
Oh yeah, Longs,
Loris,
Gaffney, Lugoff,
Elgin,
Camden,
Columbia,
yeah, PD, Pontiac, all these great places.
Myrtle Beach,
Surfside,
Garden City,
yeah, Merle's
Pawleys
Inlet.
Island, James Island.
Yeah.
The list goes on, dude. The list goes on.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
Yes. Tijuana, Mexico.
Yeah.
Scranton, South Carolina.
Mars.
we like to have fun.
Yeah,
we like to have fun. We like to gab around. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we like to have fun here.
All right, that's going to be it because you know what? That's going to be it. So for more Windley crap, you got to follow at Windley_band, and you got to check out Double or Nothing's coming up, and I'm going to be a little heated with the Double or Nothing review on WindleyHub.blogspot. Not heated. That's the next thing I know that I'm going to write on there.
Yeah.
So unless I just never do it. How about that? Okay, so yeah, Windley_band, WindleyHub.blogspot.com.
Windley.bigcartel.
Windley.bigcartel.
Oh, I forgot to plug this at the beginning of the show. We reissued our first EP, For Sure,
Yeah.
on tape through Shirley Road Records.
Yeah.
You can pick that up on their website, and I mean, you can at least go to their Instagram at Shirley Road Records, and there's a link to their website where you can order that. Or you can send me a message and say, hey, I want a tape. And I'll say, all right, go to their website and order it then. So you can do either thing.
All right.
Yeah.
So go buy the tape.
Go buy the tape.
Give us money.
Give us some money.
Because if anyone deserves money,
it's us.
It's us. And you know it's true.
Yeah.
You know it. You're thinking to yourself, that's not true.
Scroll past that GoFundMe crap. That kid can live without a kidney.
Yeah.
We need your $10.
Yeah.
We need your $20.
All right. Goodbye.